All right. Today is March 16th, 2005. I am going to, I don't know why I'm sharing that. Going to share my Sunday breakdowns for today. So today is March 16th, and this is the Sunday breakdowns. I'm trying to blow this thing up so I can see it in total, see it in full screen. What the heck now? Full screen, entire screen. There we go. All right, so we're gonna start off with pairs that I did not choose for this week very quickly. Starting off with GBP AUD, we're at a weekly higher high here, as you can see. Oh, hold on. I think I'm in lower low. Oh no, yeah, at a weekly higher high. All right, so at a weekly higher high, I'm not considering the counter trade just because this take profit, this counter trend take profit, it just seems pretty close. It just seems too close to structure point. Right now, we are both weekly and daily in sync. So in order to take the counter trend, I need to have the daily not be in sync as well as the 4 hours. So right now, just passing on this one right now. So just put pass. Here, I don't think we'll have any sort of structure that's going to happen that's going to tempt me this week to actually taking this trade. So I'm going to pass that. Next is USD HDK. Okay, so we are currently bullish on the weekly. I don't say this is a structure point, but I might be wrong. But I'm just kind of like not taking that as a structure point. But with that hypothesis, I'm not in sync here, so this wouldn't be in sync. You know what, man, it's kind of conflicted because I think this is a structure point too. I think that's a clear structure point. So I would say that's daily bullish, and I would say that's daily bullish too. I just took back what I was gonna do, but you know what? I just think that's bull. I think that's daily bullish. So I think that's a structure shift right there. To me, that's hard not to pass up. That looks like a clear structure point. So I'm gonna say they're both in sync. And then what I'm doing is looking for a pullback, a daily pullback. Okay, and we're at this AOI right here. Okay, so let's just do that. Because that'll make me a lot happier. So daily pull, so we're just looking for a daily pullback. Okay, let's do this. Waiting for daily pullback. All right, and then in that case, yeah, we could see a daily pullback. We could definitely see a daily pullback happen in here. So for right now, we'll just put that to monitoring, and then I will move this over to my what can happen this week section. So I'm just going to flag this as yellow, and then I'll move it after the video. Next, Euro JPY. Euro JPY currently is bullish on the daily. Let's see, on the weekly, we got bearish on the daily, bearish on the weekly, bullish on the daily. It's just not clear. I don't see any clear take profit from here. It's just kind of choppy, looks a little too close. It just looks really unclear. That's just matter of the fact. Pass. NZD JPY weekly is currently bearish. Daily is currently bearish as well. I don't see a clear take profit. What would be my target? Target would be something like this structure point, but we can see we're just above that structure point. And then I don't see this being a structure point or that being a structure point just because we had that structure point happen before. So it's just too unclear to even consider a counter. Pass. Next, we got AUD NZD. We're still in between this weekly higher high and lower high and lower low. And then it's just weeks and weeks and weeks of consolidation. So it's a pass. Euro AUD, we're currently at the higher high. There's no clear take profit. There's no clear daily take profit here, and we are far away from a counter trend setup here because it's gonna take some weeks. You know, these are all daily candles. It may take a week or so to even consider a counter trend. You know, and then where would the counter trend be? Counter trend would be somewhere like right here, right? That first structure point. I just think it doesn't look like a clear setup. It's not screaming out to me as a clear setup, so I'm gonna pass for now. Okay, next we have weekly bearish. I mean, this is just, yeah, this is clearly, we are still, yeah, there we go. Those are lines. I was looking for those lines. We're clearly within this consolidation, so that's a pass. I want to avoid all of this internal structure. Next, GBP NZD, we have weekly bullish, and then we have daily bullish too. And it looks like we may have our structure break here. The only problem is, in order to consider this a counter trend trade, we need to be looking for the next structure point for a take profit. And you can see that our take profit will be very close. And I just don't think it looks like it's screaming out at me as a possible trade I would like to take. So I'm just going to avoid that one. It's not interested. Next, GBP, CHF. We're still having this weekly consolidation between this lower high and this lower low. And you can see we're just going sideways here. It's been doing this, man. It's been doing this for a while. GBP, CHF has been doing its bullshit for some time now, man. So I'm just not going to get into it. Not going to surf in those waters. GBP CAD, we're at a higher high. Too far to have a daily shift at this point. You can see I don't really consider this a structure point. I think that's just continuation, and we're far away from an actual structure shift of the daily to even consider counter trend trade at this time. And our take profit will be in there, but you know, it's too far gone right now. I want to wait for more structure, more clear structure at this point. So right now, I'm just not going to consider it. It's a pass right now. GBP, JPY, a lot of consolidation here on this daily lower high, lower low. It's just been kind of going sideways. Even though it is in sync, it's just a lot of consolidation here. I just don't like that the lower high and the lower low are so far apart here. They're so far apart. And then we have all this sideways movement, you know, happening. And then on the weekly, we're technically, you can see we're technically bearish, but then it can have a move up and do another bullish move. And then, you know, we're not in sync. So we're just going to avoid all of that. It's red flag for now. Next, we have USD CAD. Okay, USD CAD currently weekly is bearish here. We have this really uncertain structure shift, but we'll consider that bearish, unclear. I mean, right now we wouldn't even delete that. Right now we wouldn't even consider this a trade because it is out of sync, bullish, daily bullish, weekly bearish, not in sync, unclear, pass. AUD USD, currently we are bearish here. Now I like this, it was pulling it up, it looks like it's coming up back to arrive at this weekly AOI. And then, you know, we have daily bearish as well, but I don't think that we'll have the, how do I say this? Yeah, so we could have this moving up, but coulda, woulda, shoulda. That's going to take more than a few weeks to get back up to this zone, this clear take profit zone. Area of interest. So that's why. And then if we wanted to do like a daily, you know, just look for like daily area of interest, we'll look somewhere up in here. But for right now, it doesn't look clear to me. Just doesn't look clear. As simple as that, because we could do, right? We can do like we can look for an area of interest somewhere in here, right? And then we can target this guy right here, right? We can target that guy right there. Could be, right? That's a potential. That's not actually, it's not a bad trade. It's not a bad trade. I wouldn't consider it counter trend because it's just not clear enough. This wouldn't be a bad trade if we have, let's see, if we go to the 4 hour, see, look, right now we're still within a 4 hour bullish structure. So we would need to see, a 4 hour, we would need to see a 4 hour structure shift. I'm gonna monitor this. Could be a good trade. Could be possible trade. Need to see 4 hour structure shift. As clear as that. All right, and then we'll just monitor this. Not closely, but at glance, we'll glance at it, see what it does. Could be, and then just could take this daily. We could take this daily take profit right here. That'd be nice, right? If it comes up a little bit higher and then makes a structure shift, that'd be nice. 122 pips. So we'll monitor that. Okay, USD CHF currently weekly is bullish. Daily is bearish. Weekly is bullish, daily is bearish. Not in sync, pass. AUD CHF weekly is bearish, but we have this indecision candle here, this huge indecision candle. So I'm kind of afraid of taking any sales, which would be the lineup here, since we do have weekly and daily kind of in alignment. So right now, I would more so look for a counter trend trade, but we don't have any clear take profit right now. It's really unclear. The daily is going to take, probably a few more days for it to have that shift. If it does, right now I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to pass on that. So, just passing on that one. Okay, AUD JPY currently is bearish. Again, we have these indecision candles, just like with AUD CHF. It's unclear for the same reasons. The counter trend would be, after this daily shift right here. But then again, you know what I'm saying? This looks like it'll be more of a something that I would like to get into. But then again, no, because my first take profit will be right there. No, hold on. Let me see. Okay, all right, well, I don't know, it's just unclear. It's super unclear. Just too unclear. So I'm just gonna pass. Silver, currently at a higher high. We'll need to see a daily pullback. It's just the price is just at a higher high. It's no counter trend trade. There's, I don't see any clear area of interest to buy from. No take profit, no clear take profit. I would have to see price pull back way in here. Maybe it can pull back way in here. That would be a possible thing. You can pull back, and then I can just take buys to the next structure point up. But that's an if situation, if scenario. If USD SEK. Okay, right now the structure is very unclear right now. We're at a lower low. Okay. It's a long time. It's going to take a long time before we actually see a daily structure shift if we're interested in counter trades. So we're just at a lower low right now, and we're not at any clear. Actually, we are at a clear AOI right here. This is a very clear AOI. The only problem is we don't have a clear take profit. Yeah, this would be a nice. So, it would be reacting from this area of interest on the daily. The only problem is, look at all this. It's so choppy. We talk about take profits, you know what I mean? Like we go to this take profit, we go to that take profit, it's too choppy. No clear take profit, too choppy. So I don't want to jump in that one. Doesn't scream at me. Euro GBP. Okay, Euro GBP currently is weekly bearish. All right, and we just went above that area of interest. We just went above this area of interest. We're still bearish, but the only problem is we're bullish in the daily. And we're gonna take, it's gonna, what we could do, if this is an if situation, we could do something like this, create a higher high, then we could do something like this, right? And come back down and then create that lower low. And then we'll be back in the money. But for right now, that's an if situation. We don't know. I'm just gonna pass on it right now. Could it happen this week? Technically it could, right? It could be like 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, and then we're in the money. So right now, what I would do is I would just monitor that. It could happen, not in sync right now, okay? And then daily shift could happen. Daily shift could happen this week. I'm just gonna monitor it for right now. So just clearly just monitoring it for right now is what we're gonna do. Next, we have USD, ZAR, USD, ZAR. Weekly is currently bullish, okay? So we got weekly currently bullish. We have daily that is bearish as well. It's not in sync, but what we could see, okay, because we're at an area of interest right now, what we could see is that daily, no, you know what? No, I don't like it. I don't like it because it's going to take too much. It's going to be a while before we see a actual daily shift of structure, even though we're at the area of interest. So not in sync, pass for now. Okay, Euro, NZD. Currently we're at the higher high, and price at the higher high. No clear shift of structure for the daily. If we're looking in terms of a counter trend, our nearest area of interest is way down here. So we're gonna need price to really pull back and retrace. I don't think that's gonna happen within this week, so pass. AUD CAD currently is bearish on the weekly. Daily is bullish, okay? We could have that shift, right? Because daily is bullish, but we could have that shift this week near this AOI. So I'll just put this as monitoring, but it's not in sync right now. But could have shift, could have shift, could have daily shift this week. So just monitor it right now. And now, like I said, the yellow tabs I will move up to this section to happening this week. All right, so last but not least, CHF, JPY. Now I had this red flag because we would be looking for a counter trend here. You can see that we are weekly bearish, right? And then daily is bearish as well, but we would need a shift, okay? We would need a daily shift. And this is really choppy too, so this is kind of a stretch of a trade to look for. The first area of interest I would look for, the first take profit I would look for is right there for a counter trend. It's just really choppy. It doesn't look really good. And you see, like, as soon as I have my daily shift, theoretically, if I have my first daily shift, it's like right there and it does a pullback. It's so close to that. It's so close to the take profit for the counter trend that it doesn't look sexy at all. All right, so that's the end of the trades that I am avoiding this week. Let's hop over to the trades that can happen this week. All right, so CAD JPY, possible counter trend trade, just looking for a daily shift. As soon as we get this daily shift right here, then we'll look for a pullback and then we can look for buys. Okay, USD PLN, okay, we're having, it's a possible counter trend trade. Just need to, because we're at the lower low, we just need to see, so this is what we need to see. We just need to see the structure point shift. And we can see look for a pullback and then take buys there. So right now we're looking for a shift of structure, daily shift of structure. NZD JPY, we're waiting for, what are we waiting for? Well, right now we're weekly lower low. We're at the area of interest. Yeah, we're just looking for a pullback because we already have the shift of structure. Now this is really unique right here because we actually did create this lower low, and then here we just created this higher high because we just broke this structure. That was a lower high, that's the lower low, so now we have a higher high, and then this is actually our lower low right here. So all I'm doing here is just looking for simply a pullback. This will be my take profit for this counter trend trade. Okay, so I'm gonna actually, I like this one right here. I'm gonna just make this pink because this is it's a little bit better than the rest of them that are kind of being monitored. I'm not gonna put alerts on them. I'm just gonna I'm gonna move this up to the top of the trades that could happen this week. Okay, so next we have EuroCAD. Weekly is at a higher high. Need to see is daily pullback, which is happening right now. It's actually happening, not at this moment, but since we're at the weekly higher high, we've had the pullback. So let's see. Yeah, so we're looking for we had the 4-hour pullback, and then honestly, interesting, right? Yeah, I don't know about this trade. I kind of take it back. I don't know why I marked this one up. Yeah, the next area of interest is way back here. So I would like to see more of a pullback. We're at a higher high. Now this can happen, more. I want to see more of a retracement. 1, 2, 3. I want to see more of a retracement because this isn't like any area of interest. I need to see price pull back closer to AOI. Even if that's the date, there's no area, there's no place to buy from, no clear area of interest to buy from. So that's a problem. Yeah, because it would have to move. I want to see it retrace back. So we say monitor, but monitoring for price to make retracement closer to AOI. It will make more sense for me. So I'm gonna leave this here, but definitely just keep an eye out. Okay, USD Mexican peso. Weekly had made a shift, right, to the weekly last week, and then we have our daily weekly. So now we're just looking for a pullback. That's all we're doing. Let's see a pullback close to that AOI, then we'll take sales, take profit here. Make this pink. USD in okay, we're having that pullback right here. Now all we're doing is just waiting for, we've had our pullback on the daily, USD and okay. So all we're doing here is looking for, it's actually because it's bullish, so we actually get to see a 4-hour shift of structure. That's what we need to see. We need to see a 4-hour shift of structure, and then our take profit would be this guy right there. Let's make that blue. And then I will be happy. Okay? So we're just looking for that shift of structure. Make this guy pink. You know what? We're not going to make that guy pink because we're looking for a shift of structure. I don't know if it's going to happen closer. I don't know if it's not going to happen today, but it's going to be a little bit, it might be a little bit longer, but I'm not sure. So I don't think it screams at me right now, so I'm not going to mark it as a pink. Okay, GBP USD weekly at the higher high. Right now we're just waiting for a daily pullback. That's what we need to see. We need to see a daily pullback, possibly closer to this AOI, and then look for buys. Next, USD HUF. Okay, same thing here. We had, we're at the bottom here, weekly shift. We have a weekly shift of structure, looking for weekly pullback. Let me see. Okay. All right, so this looks like a area of interest right here. Okay, so we could do is just see a pullback. That's what I want to see. Okay, there's no clear pullback. I want to see a clear pullback now. I want to see a clear pullback. I see a clear pullback. Once I see a clear pullback, this isn't really a clear pullback. I want to see a clear pullback. I want to see that, and then after that, then I will target right there. That would be my take profit. USD JPY, currently we're bearish. Daily is currently making the pullback. It's currently making the pullback. This is good. This is a little bit better. 4 hour is bullish right now. They're still in bullish, this bullish time frame, higher low, higher high, right? And it created a shift of structure here. So I want to see a shift of structure. I don't know if it's going to happen today. So right now, I'm just going to monitor. USD SGD, weekly is bearish. Okay, weekly is bearish. Looks like we just tapped into that area of interest, right? Retraced back into it, so it came back up. Daily made a shift though. So daily made a shift. It made a small shift here, and so we got a higher high, higher low. I mean a higher low, higher high. Now we just need to make another shift. I don't know if that's going to happen. Within a few days, it might take 3-4 days. It could happen. I think it could happen, right? It definitely could happen. Could have a shift right here, and then we could see a pullback like in a few days. Could. You see this volume here. And then my take profit would be here. That would be a good one, a really good one. Okay. Euro HUD, weekly is bearish. Daily is bullish again. Okay, it's not in sync, but it could have a structure shift. We could have that. It's not in sync right now, but I'm gonna just monitor it because we could have what we need in order to, because they make this huge rejection candle here. So we could be, head back to the upside, and then yeah, I think this is definitely a structure shift. This looks like it. Yeah, so we want to see daily structure shift there. Next, we have NZD HUD, NZD USD. Okay, NZD USD currently is weekly bearish. Daily is bearish as well. Could see, within a few days, could see a shift right here, and then our take profit will be right there. So we're just closely monitoring. And last but not least for this week, USD CZK, weekly is bearish, daily is bearish as well. We've already had that pullback, but we need to see a 4-hour shift. Right now, our 4-hour frame is here, higher low, higher high. We need to see a break, and then we can look for potential, trade down, potential sales. Okay, so for today, got 5 pairs starting today. Most of them are euro pairs. This first pair here is USD DKK. Weekly is at lower. Okay, price is at the bottom. It did make a pullback on the daily, so we do have that shift up, going closer to that AOI. The 4-hour as well made that shift. So right now, we're kind of in the middle. We're looking for accumulation here on the 15. We start seeing some accumulation happening. So what I want to see is I want to see this break price. I want to see a break here, this accumulation. Let's see it break, retest, and then we get our signal. Okay. Euro SEK. Okay. Kind of the same. Well, not kind of the same thing, but kind of the same thing that we're talking about here in terms of my entry, sales, weekly bearish, daily bearish. Everything's in sync except, even 4 hour, 4 hours in sync. No, let me see. Yeah, 4 hours technically still in sync. Yeah, lower high, lower low. So what we're doing now is we're just looking for a lower time frame here to find accumulation if we do have it, but we start seeing it clearer as we go lower. See, especially here on this 15. So I like this. I think this is the floor. I just want to see it pass through the floor. Okay, I want to see a break, retest, and then entry. And then target profit would be here. Target profit would be here. Okay. Yeah, I like that one. Okay. Okay. Euro HKD. Okay. So Euro HKD currently is weekly bullish, daily bullish. You can see it passed up that, we passed that area of interest. We made a retracement on the daily. That's good. Okay. Daily, 4 hour, we made that pullback. And now we're just looking at lower time frames. Hopefully we get a accumulation and some sort of break and retest. Okay, so once we get the break and retest, then we can look for buys up to our target profit. Okay, so that's Euro HKD. Next we got Euro USD. And we got two more pairs for the same thing here. Clearly, I don't have to go back over it again. Just looking for a break, retest, and then our entry right there, which doesn't look like it's far to happen. It actually can occur today. So I'm just gonna closely monitor that, and I have my alerts on for that too. All right, last but not least, this is a trade that I took, I think this was Thursday. I think this is Thursday or Friday. And I'm willing to get back into this trade. I'm not giving up on this one because I like everything about it for the right reasons for the last, these last three, Euro USD, Euro HKD, and Euro SEK. I like these for the similar reasons, and I'm gonna get back into this trade. The reason why is because it's doing everything I like. And so, it is following the rules. The only thing is we just have to wait and just be patient. And I think with the news happening with, US politics and Trump and all that, the market is just doing its thing, creating that scarcity, whatever you want to call it, who gives a shit. But that's what I'm looking for. I'm just gonna ride the wave, exactly as it looks. So here we have that accumulation. It didn't do what I wanted. It had a break, had kind of like a pseudo retest, but you can see that it's just being manipulated by everything that's happening, especially with market news too coming up. So here, simply here, I don't see a clear accumulation, and I don't want to create shit. So what I'm just sitting back. But this one here, I'm pushing up to the top because I really, really think that this one is going to shoot up, and we have the potential to really make a bag off this one right here. This is, you can just see this is at the top of my list. All right, so that's my Sunday breakdown today. Let me know what you think. And yeah, man, this is gonna be a great week. Let's make it powerful. Peace.